Hi there, I'm Michael Willems, and today we're going to talk again about Lightroom, and this time about Lightroom's functions for comparing, stacking, organizing, ranking, coloring, picking, and rating your pictures. Sounds like a lot of work, but actually this stuff saves you an awful amount of time. So let's see what Lightroom can do for you.
Alright, so today we're going to look at some file organizing features, more than I've done in the past, of Lightroom that help you save a heck of a lot of time. So let's assume that you come back from a shoot, and what I'm doing here is I'm looking at a fairly random shoot that has some eyeballs, some products, some nature shots, various different shoots in one really. And I'm going to see how to organize these. Let's pretend this is a wedding, which also has various different shots. You know, you would have the reception and the church portion and the formal portraits portion and so on, and they're all different. And this is no exception to that. This is the same kind of thing, only at eyeballs, not brides. So I'm here, I've got all these pictures, and the first thing I can do is rate them. I often do that first, so I would give them 3 stars if they're usable for the customer, 4 stars if they're one of the best in the shoot, 5 stars if they're a portfolio shot. And if I'm not going to use them, I don't delete them. I give them 2 stars for this is not an inspiring shot. It's technically okay, but it's not a fun shot that I would like to. It's not something I'm proud of. And 1 star, that means technically incompetent. So again, 1 star is technically incompetent, 2 stars is technically okay but not inspiring, 3 stars is suitable for sharing with the customer. 4 stars is one of the best in the shoot, and 5 stars is portfolio. Alright, I'll forego that step for now, because instead I'm going to show you a feature called stacking, and after stacking we'll do comparing. What does stacking mean? Why would I want to do it? Well, often I have pictures that are essentially the same. If I look, for example, at these eyeballs, if I look at these, whoops, let's do that again. I click on the first one and then I shift click on the last one of the same eyeball. And that's 7 pictures that are all the same. I can now group them together. I can do that by saying photo, stacking, group into stack, or I can just use the Command G or Control G if you're a Windows. So let me do it that way. So Command G, and now they're a stack of 7. As you see, it's reduced them. Right? I see only one eyeball, or one of my eyeballs anyway, and it says 7. If I click on that 7 or hit the letter S, it expands that stack again. And if I click on the letter S again, it compresses that stack again, or stacks them together again. I can double click on this 7, and then it opens the stack. Right? If I double click, let me do that one more time. So click, click. It opens the stack and selects the pictures. Now, why would I want to do that? Because I may want to compare them to decide, for example, which 1 or 2 to keep. Well, let's assume I want 1. First thing I might do is see all of them, all n number of pictures that I've selected. In this case, it's all 7. N number of pictures makes it an easy to remember shortcut. I click on the letter N for November, and I see all of them next to one another. And what I can do here is just exclude the ones that are really bad. So X for exclude that one, and the rest is possibly suitable, so I'll leave those. And I'll go back to the grid. And with those 6 still selected, I can now compare those 6. I have a very user-friendly, very useful feature in Lightroom called Compare, letter C. And what it does is it presents 2 pictures to me. On the left, I have my select. On the right, I have a candidate. I click on the right so that what I do now applies to the right. And if you look in the negative strip, you'll see a black little diamond by the current picture that I'm looking at as a candidate, and so that shifts when I do arrow right, arrow left, and I see a white diamond by the picture that is currently my select. So when I look at these 2 here next to each other, I want to keep the one on the left as my select, so right arrow, I want to keep the one on the left, right arrow, oh, maybe I like the one on the right better. I'm going to promote that by clicking on the XY here, and that promotes the picture on the right to the left. I now get the next option on my right. Once again, that is still selected. You see the white little line around it. Right arrow again, and you know what? I like this one even better, so I'm going to promote that as well. And that's it. I can now run through them again to make sure that my select is still the best. So I look at them all. And you know what? I changed my mind. I think the one that I have here on the right is in fact my favorite. So I'm going to promote that again, and that's it. Now, if that wasn't on top of the stack, if that wasn't the first one, I would now right click on the picture in the negative, or I would go to Photo in the menu, find Stacking, and I would select Move to Top of Stack. Why can I not do that now? Because it's already the top of the stack. Alright, so that one's done, so I can go back to the grid, click on the letter S, compress the stack, and let's do the next stack. So these eyeballs are also the same, so that's what, 8 of them. So again, I do Command G, or if you're a Windows computer, Control G. That puts them together. Right, I can double click to select them all. I like to look at them all one by one like this simple comparison first, because then I can exclude this one, for example, that was obviously not sharp. I can exclude this one that's obviously overexposed, and that leaves me with 6 to actually look at carefully. And again, looking at 6 pictures at once is difficult. It's much easier to compare them one by one. So C for compare, select the right, and now I can look at them all one by one as comparison. So in this case, I'm going to promote the one on the right. It's better than the one on the left. So promote. Incidentally, I can do that promote by using Option or Alt if you're a Windows computer, and up arrow. Alright, so let me look at the black diamond. I can go one more to the right. No, I'll keep the one on the left. One more to the right. No, I'm keeping my candidate, my select rather. One more to the right. Ooh, I like that even better. So I'm going to promote that. This time I'll do it by saying Option, up arrow. It'll do the same thing. Image number 31 on the right. Click is now on the left. And now 32 on the right is even better than that one. So I'm going to promote that. So again, I'm going to do Alt up arrow or click on the XY thing, make select. And now it is the select. Now I could run through them again, right? Just to make sure that I haven't overlooked something, that one of them isn't better than the one I've got now. Right? And sometimes while I do that, I change my mind. Sometimes I look at these again and I say, you know what? This one on the right really is better. Fine. Then I make that one the select. Click, and we're done. So that select, I can now right click on it and say stacking, and now I can say move to top of stack, and it moves that one to the top of that stack. G for grid, and S for compress the stack, and now I see only 2 eyeballs instead of the previous 15 eyeballs. I see the 2 best ones, and now I can start saying, okay, I'm going to give these 3 or 4 stars. Let's say that's a 4-star, and let's say that's a 5-star. Let's say this one here is a pick, and let's say this one is also a pick. What did I just do there to turn on the flag? I click the letter P. If I click the letter U, that unpick, that turns off the flag. I can also actually click on the little flag symbol, right? If I click, it toggles the flag on or off. So P or click on the flag is pick that one. If I look at the number of photos now, I have only 143 to compare now, or to work on, not 156. And when I complete this stacking, I'll have only about 50 pictures to look at. Because again, if I look, for example, at the light meters, no reason I should edit, crop, finish, closely inspect, etc., etc. 5 light meters. I really should only have to do 1. So Command or Control G, double click on the stack, and now I see 5, which I can then, for example, compare, right? And that's the way to do it. So let's see if I can find a better one. Yeah, this one is better. So promote, and again it's Option arrow. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, this one here is even better. So Option up arrow. I have them now. I right click here and I say stacking, move to top of stack, and grid view by letter G, and S to collapse the stack. And now we're done. We have 5 meters in this particular stack, of which I really only want to see the top one. I can compare. I can continue that sort of comparison for all my other pictures, and before you know it, I have my selections done, and then I can edit the 50 pictures I've actually selected and picked, rather than editing them all. Alright, that was today's tip. Many more to come. Stay tuned, and use Lightroom efficiently, it will save you 80% of your post-production time. And no, I'm not being paid in any way by anyone to say this, certainly not by Adobe or by anyone else. It's just saved me so much time. I want to help you do the same. Thanks. Again, this is Michael Willems, www.speedlighter.ca. Don't forget to look me up there daily. Daily posts, speedlighter.ca. And you can buy my photography books on http://learning.photography. Thanks very much and enjoy.